What is up, guys? Welcome back. We're back at it again, bro. Episode 210. Yeah, just gonna do some more problems. I actually have a headache right now, bro, which is kind of crazy, but I think what we're gonna do today, yeah. Sorry, I had to text my mom. But yeah, we're gonna do some more problems, dude. Let's get straight into it. I planned today's stream. I have a little bit of a headache, and I just got out of class, so I think I'm gonna do a couple Leetcode problems, and maybe do a tiny bit of project work. Probably not much. I think I'm gonna move some of the buttons on the screen, so that's the plan. What's up? Good morning from Helsinki, dude. Let's go. What is that? Norway, right? What's up, Ross, bro? How you doing, dude? Thanks for joining the stream, dude. Let's kind of get a little bit of our environment set up here. What do we want to do here? You're doing masters? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm studying my masters right now. This is my last semester, dude, so I'm graduating here. Do I have Spotify installed in here? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm graduating here, bro. In a semester, so I'm just kind of getting ready for interviews and stuff. So I've been grinding, dude. Finland. Helsinki's from Finland. Fuck, man. I thought it was Norway, dude. My bad. Sorry, dude. Let's jump into some lo-fi, bro. Man, I'm gonna sneeze, dude. Whoa. Let's put on some lo-fi. Ah, man, that's fine. What Pokemon number is it today? It's 210. 210 today. So yeah, 210. So yeah, dude, making some progress today. Episode 210. I feel like it's been kind of crazy, like. I've seen you around before, Russ. You've jumped into the stream a few times, haven't you? Okay, so, oh man, I have a really bad headache right now, dude. Give it a triangle, return the minimum path sum from top to bottom. For each step you may move to ask Elite, dude. What is this? This is new. You may move to an adjacent number of the row below. More formally, if you're on index I in the current row, you may move to either index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. The minimum path sum from top to bottom is 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1. Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I'd seen you before, so. Welcome back, bro. One second, I gotta close my door. Turn the minimum path sum from top to bottom. Trying to think here. Let's look at our constraints here. So I guess the way we want to think about this, right? The way at least I think about it is So we're given a 2D array, right, that holds integers. I guess we can just copy it, right? We want to find the minimum path sum, right? So we're given these arrays, this array here. I think the way we want to do this is we want to start by traversing the array, right? Ooh. I want to start by traversing each array and just grabbing the bottom value, right? And then going here, traversing, going here, traversing, going. I think we can just do this brute force, but I don't know if it'll be accepted. I assume... Okay, it is a DP problem, so it's not going to accept the... the brute force solution here. So... Pretty sure, let me turn up this lo-fi. Can't really hear it. So I'm trying to think here how we want to go about this. Maybe we can start with the backtracking solution and maybe just go from there. Trying to think here. In TFS, let's do a private section here. Let's think about this, right? So this is obviously a DP problem, right? I think we're going to solve it the backtracking way, and then we're just going to add like a cache to it. So what am I thinking here? How would we want to solve this using backtracking? I'm trying to think here. Let's kind of fix this up here. If triangle dot empty, we just want to return. We're returning an integer here, so probably just return 0, right? Otherwise, you want to call DFS, right? What do I think about here? What do we want to pass in our DFS? Well, trying to think about this. We land into Maying after this semester, bro. Yeah, bro. Type shit. Maybe, dude. We'll see. You know what sucks, brother? Is that I find the hardest problems for me on Leetcode is backtracking, BFS. No, sorry, not BFS. Backtracking, dynamic programming, and binary search. Like modified binary search problems, like Coco eating bananas, bro, drives me like insane. Like, I find it so hard to wrap my head around, bro. Like, I just can't, like, not that I can't. I mean, I can if I feel like if I do a little bit more problems, I can do it. But like, it's just so tough for me to think like that. Let's think here. Well, obviously we want to pass in our const vector int reference triangle, right? Then we want to pass in a Probably a row and a column, right? Working with the 2D array here, so call this pass in triangle, pass in row, pass in col. Okay, well actually we don't have a row and a col, so we need to pass in 0. Oops. 0, 0. Right. What do we want to attend here? Probably in res here. I know very little about DSA. I know about hash map binary tree and Dart. I'm starting my Bachelor of Science in Computer Science this year from November 1st. That's good, bro. I mean, you feel like you're already probably ahead of most people, dude. Just keep working on stuff that interests you, bro. Just keep learning, and I feel like your best, not gonna lie, bro, your best learning is gonna come from yourself. So would definitely recommend that. But trying to think about this here. This is tough, bro, because I've never done a problem like this before. Trying to think here. Right, so given this array here, this is what we're kind of working with, right? Let's kind of draw it here on the screen. We got 2. 3, 4. I guess maybe we should probably make it double the size, right? 3, 4. 6, 5, 7. 4, 1, 8, 3. Hey, Yush, dude, what's up, man? I think I'm gonna need a hint here, dude. Let's take a look at the discussion. Only move to the adjacent nodes in the next line. From 3, we can go to 6, 7. Not 5. Just see the first element 2. There's nothing before 2, so we will calculate from the second line. Can only move to the adjacent nodes in the next line. From 3 we can go to 6, 7. From 3 we can go to 6, 7. Not 5. Only move adjacent nodes in the next line. So the approach is to recalculate the triangle. Now how? Just see the first element 2. There's nothing before 2, so we can calculate them from the second line. For the next 2, there's 2 of the first line and only adjacent, so we need to move. Damn, man, I'm trying to think here. Trying to think about how we would go about this problem. Maybe could we do some sort of a tabulation approach? but I'm not really too sure kind of how to think about that. Let's read the problem again. For each step, you move to an adjacent number of the row below. More formally, if you're on index I on the current row, you may move either the index I to either index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. Okay, so maybe the better way to do this would be maybe a tabulation approach. Maybe what we can do is we can take the size, right? So maybe we can take the size of this. Hang on. We can find the largest size of this, right? And we can fill, let's get rid of this, right? Thing is, I don't know if this will pass, bro. That's the issue. Like, right, so maybe what we can do is we can fill this array here, right, with 2, 0, 0, 0, right, 3, 4, 0, 0, 6, 5, 7, 0, 4, 4, 1, 8, 3. Right, and we can think about it in a way where we would go, okay, well, we start at 0, 0, right? So we start here. We can only go down and right, right? You may move, commit a triangle, return the minimum path sum from top to bottom. Right, so the minimum way we can go, right? So 0 doesn't make... Ethan, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? So I'm thinking maybe... I don't know if this would work, but if we go from here, we add... We go 2. We go 5, right? And from here, we can go down from here. So we would go... So turn into 6. So we go here, this would be 4. I'm just gonna fill in the whole array because why not? I don't even know if this works. I'm just trying to think. 6, 6 here. We can go down from here. We can get 11. From here, we're at 5, and we add 6. We can get 11. Fuck, I'm not keeping track of this properly. Hang on. I'm gonna create a new array here so I can see actually what I'm doing. Let's go over here. Two, 0, 0. Oh shit. In this array here, we start off at 2, right? And we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right, and we go, okay. Here, 2 plus 0 is 2. So we would go 2 here, right? So I'm just gonna override it. We have 2, right? Then we go, this would go to 2 here. Oh wait, no, we need all the values, bro. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, dude. Sorry, guys. 3, 4, 0, 0. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm messing up everything, dude. I'm not even doing the right color. 3, 4, 0, 0, 6, 5, 7, 6, 4, 1, 8, 3. So here 2, 0 is 2. So let's go overdo it. 2. We have 2 here. We'd have 2 here, right? We then would have 2 plus 3 is 5. So what are we trying to get to? You may move to each step. So 2, 3, 5, 1 gets to 11, right? 2, 5. So then we would take, I think this is where we're gonna have to start taking the minimum of every value. Alright, because technically, you know, you don't want to mess this up, right? You want to take either the minimum of the one to the right or the one at the bottom. The one above or the one to the left. I think, right? So we have 2. Oh, would we fill them with zeros? Maybe we'd want to put more. I don't know. 2, 5. Maybe we do the minimum of this, right? So we get, here we would get 6. Take the minimum of this. 2. But that wouldn't work with all the zeros then. Maybe we'd have to put like an extremely large number in there. Triangle idle length I minus 1. Right, maybe we have to put instead of zeros, an extremely large number. You may move to either index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. I'm gonna get a better explanation of this problem. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Hang on. 120. Each state you can move the number directly below or diagonal right below. For the minimum path sum from the top to bottom. Okay, so really we can move, right, R plus 1 or R plus 1, C plus 1, right? We kind of realized that in the beginning, right? You know, we can either move one to the right or we can move one down, right? So we have 2 choices. That leaves us with 2 choices, right? So I'm trying to think here. You can also move one to the left, no? No, dude, it's just to the right and it's down. It says here you're at index I on the current row. You may move either to index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. So I'm trying to think about the tabulation approach, maybe. Maybe we don't want to fill it with zeros, right? Maybe we could fill it with zeros and we could check, okay, if it is a zero, we can't go this way, maybe, right? So maybe we start it here, right? And we check, okay, well, we can either go right? And we can backtrack from that. Just take both possibilities, take them in. Yeah, but I don't think it'll pass, bro, because it's a DP problem. That's why I'm trying to think about all this stuff. It won't pass. Just take both possibilities and take them in. Oh shit. So we can take out two possibilities here, right? I'll do your approach, Ethan. I don't think it'll pass though. Dude, what is wrong with my eye right now, dude? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I guess we want to do int down. Let's just do right. And I guess down. Let's call this diagonal. Right? I mean, is that what we were doing? Let's check here. Down and right, right? Go down, yeah, and go diagonal. Okay, so I guess it's down and diagonal, right? So we would just call DFS plus in our triangle, row +1, column. Ooh. Let's move this shit off the screen. DFS triangle, row +1, col +1. Let's make a little bit more room, dude. Return triangle, row, col plus the minimum of left and right. Sorry, not left and right. Whoops. Down, diagonal. Right, and then this would be our base case here. If the if row, right, if we want to be on the last row is equal to length -1, then we want to, well, just return triangle row col plus or equal to studmin triangle row +1 col. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing here, right? Am I doing that wrong, Ethan? Or is this, I think I'm doing it correct, right? Triangle row col plus or equal to studmin triangle row +1 col triangle row. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I've just kind of done this though, but same thing, right? What do we want to return here? Well, probably what we're looking at, right? Triangle, row, col, col. So I think this is the brute force approach. Ooh. Oh man, what is this? What is it? Empty? Is it just with a lowercase? I guess I just don't think you need the DFS. Maybe just for would DFS be overall faster? Do you think? I mean, that's just the way I thought about it, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it would be necessarily faster. Are you saying? Call plus equal to student empty lowercase e. Yeah. Compile error. What are we getting? Error non-void function. Oh, we're not returning anything, dude. Oh. Didn't type column. Okay, so I was right. That is a brute force approach. I don't think this will pass though. We're gonna get a TLE, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Do you want to see if the brute force, the iterative approach works, you think? Because I think that's what you're talking about, right? Like, doing it iteratively with a n squared loop. I just don't really know how to... That's why I was trying to think about this approach here. What I was doing earlier. You know, maybe the tabulation approach. Maybe this way we can add it up, right? Like, n squared, yeah. I would try it. It's a 2D array anyways. I mean, the thing is I don't think it's gonna pass, bro. Like, that's why I don't even want to do it, because I know it's a DP problem. I mean, I looked at the topics. I know that it's a DP problem, so I know it's kind of bullshit, but it's like, I mean, I'm trying to think here. Maybe this approach could work here. We leave these at 0. We can't even go to 0. Maybe we could even... No, I don't know. Maybe we could even leave the array, right? I mean, we could just, like, have it like this. Try and think about it here, like... I don't know, dude. I don't know how to solve this. Like, maybe think of the top-down approach with a memoization, but I'm not sure. Trying to think, maybe he have some sort of hash map, maybe. Hash map. We could use our row call. Check Discord, just see if that worked without TLE. Alright. Alright, I'll check. Oh, what the hell did I just copy? I'm not. Dude, am I copying this properly? Bro, the way I copied that is so funny. Look at this, bro. Oh. Are we missing a parenthesis here, bro? Or did I copy this wrong? Nope. Error expected in lambda capture list. Row plus 1 call. Min triangle row plus 1 call. Row plus 1. We're missing a triangle here. Right? There we go. Okay. Let's see if this passes in. No way it passed. No way it passed, bro. That's crazy. I want to think about the DP approach though, dude. That's the thing. Like, row plus 1. I'm trying to think about how I can just add a. We can do int. Sorry. Int. One here, probably a stood pair. Int. What we want is a key. No, actually, we probably want a stood pair. That is DP. I thought that would be the n squared. Oh, okay, it is. Yeah, you're building it up from the bottom to the top. Yeah, fair enough. It is DP. Yeah. Wow. Did you come up with that, bro? It's impressive. I would have never thought about that. I mean, I guess I was kind of trying to think about it, but I was thinking about it from the top. Maybe I should have. I don't know. It's tough to get the. It's tough to get the intuition, bro. Oh, shit, we want. Start at the second row since the first row always has one element, right? I mean, it looks like that from the examples. Yeah, it always has one element, yeah. I had Claude help me a bit, but the main idea is that you just collapse each row into a proper value, and the first row is already collapsed. Okay. You take a look at your solution again. Hey, where's your stuff in Discord? Minus for int call 0 calls less than triangle or dot size. Triangle.size -2. Why do you do triangle.size -2? Triangle.size. Like, I know you want to start. Yeah, bro. I first thought it was DFS 2. Yeah, bro. I don't know, dude. It's tough. Also, hello. What's up, Adam? Dude, good to see you again, bro. It's tough, man. Let's see. Yeah, on map string int. Trying to think about using this maybe with a on a map here. I don't know. I don't know why they're using a string though, dude. It's kind of ridiculous. Triangle size gives you the number of the rows in the triangle. Triangle size -1 is the index of the last row. Start from the one above the last big row because the last row doesn't need processing. Ah, okay. Yeah. This is a tough problem, bro. I think, personally. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it there. We're gonna do a little bit of this because Leetcode was boring, dude. So I got this stuff rendering on the screen. Got some buttons here and stuff. What I want to do here is just kind of fix this up. That was the goal for today. Create text, create button. Let's make the text pointer font size. Let's do like equal to 12. Let's see what that looks like. I guess that looks a little better. I guess we can just go with that. I mean, we're not trying to make this stuff very Point font size. What do we want here now? What are we passing in here? Size. Let's do 24 for both. Okay. Let's do like, what is this? This is the get cache. Let's do cache. Let's do like level. I have to search up how to concatenate this into a string. How do I do that? Load. Here it is. How to concatenate this string to still two string. See what we got here, bro. Okay, sweet, that looks good. Now let's move it. So let's go like 150, 50. See where we get that on the screen. Oh, so it looks like we're gonna need to go a lot more. So okay, so I probably want it probably about like here and here probably. So let's do like 700, 700. This one can be like 600. Okay. Getting somewhere. This can be like 550 now. Okay, that looks good. So now we want this to be like 20. This to be like 20. Perfect. Maybe a little, even a little higher, maybe like maybe 10. Looks good. Sweet. So now we got cache now. So now we actually want to implement the functionality of, you know, maybe killing one of these things. Price goes up, right? I think that should be pretty simple, right? I mean, we have our, where's our update method? Robot interaction. Somewhere down here. Render. Where's our update functionality, bro? Update, here we go. Okay, so it's up here. So where were we doing that? Update projectiles. Projectile age. Okay. Apply damage to tanks. New project age. Lifetime. We destroy it. This is where we calculate the projectile. Width of it too. If distance is less than tank circle radius. So this is where they apply the damage. If the tank health is less than 0 and it is destroyed, this is where we probably want to increase it. So I believe we have our, what do we call it? Player dot. No, don't I have it in scene? M player, that's what it's called. And let's go player dot set cache what are we gonna do this? How much do we want to get rid of? X minus 100. New cache is equal to m underscore player dot get cache minus 100 minus 100. You can just pass in like new cache. Okay, maybe that should work. We should see this update. There we go. Oh, actually, we should be increasing cache, bro, not decreasing, I guess, but it's changing, so that's good. Simple fix there. Increasing cache. We haven't really added level functionality yet. But we need to add the functionality to the buttons though. That's the issue. I have to figure out how exactly I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to research that a little bit, but technically our buttons we have a button state. Button state, all is visible. So how? Guess we just have to go to the functionality where we're creating these buttons. Maybe it's in UI. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Yeah, here. Update button. Let's see over in the press state, right? This is probably where we want to apply it, right? We'd probably want to get into the functionality where we have the ability to place a robot, right? It was a long time when we added that. I don't remember exactly how we did that, to be honest, but so I create robot function here. So we pretty much have to create a robot, right? We'd probably just have to call this function and create a robot, then minus the price, right? So like a red robot, blue robot, like all the different robots cost different amounts, right? You'll need to look into event systems for UI function handling. Yeah, probably. Where can I look for that sort of information? Like technically, Ethan, like would I be able to, from, you know, my create robot, like kind of just add, what am I looking at? Kind of just add the ability to enter the state. You know, when we click on this button, it goes to pressed, and we're in the state here where we can do that. You know, or should I be kind of thinking about more like what you're saying, like an event system sort of thing? I don't know. Got a piss, bro. I didn't solve that problem. Kind of pissed me off a little bit. Maybe I gotta solve one to make me feel better, dude. I get kind of butthurt when I can't solve a problem now. Check Discord real quick. Okay. Okay.
So this is up to date, right? Mostly. At my last job, we used this tool called Scribe for onboarding. Honestly, it makes everything.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jenna. Welcome.
In order to have a clean separation of concerns, you need to use an event system to trigger and catch events at different spots in code. Okay. I'll probably have to watch that video then. Oh, bro, dude. I want to do one of these problems, dude. Made me feel better about myself, dude. It's optional, but a good idea. Yeah, I know that. I probably should be learning about this sort of stuff, though, so it's like... I mean, I probably will. I probably will watch it. Maybe tomorrow at work, I'll take a look. Bro, I really don't want to solve a problem, but I know I should. Like, let's take a look at this one or something. Maybe I can solve it pretty quick. Given a string S in a dictionary of words, word dict return true if S can be segmented to a space-separated sequence of one or more dictionary words. Note that the same word in the dictionary can be used multiple times in this segmentation. Leetcode, return true because Leetcode can be segmented as Leetcode. So we're given a string S. We're given a word dictionary. Okay, so we're just checking if what's inside of this dictionary here. I wouldn't be too upset about the problem earlier. Isn't DP one of the areas you're not as confident? Yeah, I mean, dude, like, I mean, you have your stuff you're good at, you have stuff that you're not, but, you know, I know that none of these problems really apply to anything, but it's like, bro, I've been putting in so much work that, like, kind of makes me butthurt sometimes when I can't solve something, like, I probably shouldn't be feeling like that, to be completely honest, like, but I feel like I've, you know, come a long way from where I was at earlier, so I'm trying to think here. Well, obviously this is a DP problem, right? Memorization tree, dynamic programming, hash table. That is true. That is true, Ethan. That is true. You know what? I think I'm just going to call it here, guys. I'm going to call the stream here. I actually, you know, I've had a headache for a little while, and I think I need to take a break for a little bit, so Yeah, quite tired, and it's been a long day. So appreciate everyone watching. Thank you guys for the help. I'll be back at it tomorrow for a longer stream during the day. We'll definitely do some more problems and do some more learning. Figure out how to implement this event system. I probably gotta spend a lot of time researching and watching that video. So appreciate you guys watching. Peace. See you guys tomorrow.